So it's lockdown day 5, almost day 6. Woke up this morning to all sorts of news that there was a quake in Gisborne and everyone had to evacuate to the hills, if it's long and strong, get gone. So even if there isn't an alert, people are sort of aware to get going. A lot of people were woken up by their dogs, barking or nudging them before the quake came, even a good minute beforehand, so they are quite aware of that sort of thing. And then everyone moved up to the hills, so they've been there all day, and it's after lunchtime here now. And then there was another earthquake, so that put the further north of the island at risk. There was 2 other earthquakes, but around the Kermadec, and that's a huge trench with a dangerous fault line that can just drop like that and displace the water, and that causes the tsunamis. So everyone around the North Island had to move to higher ground, and they've been sitting there since 9 a.m. this morning till after lunch. And they did a bit of a press conference saying, we're not sure the size of the waves, maybe 1 to 3 meters. We don't know exactly when they're coming. They were meant to arrive around 11, and then there were some swells, a bigger wave came in. But they're saying, stay up on the high ground. So it's hard to know what's happening. I mean, it's an unpredictable thing. I guess they can calculate the estimated arrival, but if they're telling everyone to stay up on these hills, or we don't know when. And they'll give another update later on today, but it is a dangerous fault, the one that goes like that, just drops suddenly and displaces the water. So yeah, but everyone sort of, especially in Gisborne, I'm sorry to laugh, I just sort of feel sorry for them. I've been sitting there since 3 a.m. sort of thing, up on the hill, do-do-do-do-do. What do we do now? So this is New Zealand though. It's lockdown, earthquake, tsunami. It's all happening here, but we've got this sort of Kiwi attitude, she'll be right. Some guy was sleeping in his van, in the bush, and then it was shaking, and he thought someone was rocking his van, and he got out and he's naked and looked around, and he's oh, it's an earthquake. So there is that sort of she'll be right attitude, but we are listening to the warnings if we're on the coast and staying up on high ground, avoiding low ground, because it can come in waves. It's not just the first wave, there could be another one or another one, and there are aftershocks. So people are listening, and that's a good thing, to avoid these coastal and low-lying areas.